before. Oh, you missed that. You missed that. Wherever there is tension in your life, you need to know that you are still on God's timetable. And when God delivers you, it will take place at a speed with which you will be where you should be, as if you had never had any pressures or problems in the first place. The man came in church with a withered hand, and he left church as if his hand had never been withered before. It's teaching us that one of the places you never play with God is when you come to church. Let me. This is one of the only times in the Bible where Jesus takes the person receiving the miracle and places them center stage in front of everybody. Verse 8, come here and stand right in front of everybody. He says, you're in the front. He says, now stretch out your hand. And as he stretches his hand becomes as good as. What I'm trying to tell you is God has you on center stage in front of everybody. You got some haters, you got some participators, you got some celebrators, you got some people watching you to fail, you got some people betting on you that you ain't gonna make it to tomorrow, you ain't gonna make it back to church next Sunday. But I have been sent here to tell you that God has put enough gift in you, he's got enough anointing on you, he's got enough provisions around you for you to stand up and show the world that setbacks don't make a Christian quit. He wants you to know that disappointments don't make a Christian quit. And rough times don't make a Christian quit. We absorb attacks like a sponge absorbs water. We eat trouble like Dippin' Dots in the hot summer sun. We carry struggle and make it look good as a fine tailored suit, because trouble don't scare a child of God, because we know that trouble don't last always. And the good news is that even if I'm in center stage, God is still a keeper. High five somebody, tell him he's still a keeper. He's keeping me right now. Even though I got some folk watching me, I'm still being kept by the Lord. Let me cut across the field right here. Over the holidays, I was in Charlotte. I got a chance to go by one of my favorite malls, South Park Mall in Charlotte. Saks Fifth Avenue store. Got a chance to go over Saks counter, Michael Kors counter. I was looking some for Stasha, and there was a lady there who was looking at bags like I was. And you know your pastor is a people watcher, so you know I was watching her. And I noticed she was looking at bags, and she was, a stately woman, 50s or 60s. She makeup on, she was perfectly dressed, all this stuff, and she was looking at me. Finally, she stopped. She said, you here to buy something for your wife? I said, yes, ma'am, that's what I'm here for. Then she went on and looked at another bag, and then she looked back and asked me, she said, so what do you do? Oh, no, I'm about to get a straight attitude. I was about to reach back to roots, to Kunta Kinte, but instead I'm about to tell her, I can't shop here. I kept calm. I told her, well, I'm a pastor of a church in Connecticut, and she said, really? She said, what are you doing here? I said, well, I'm here for the holidays. I said, well, I'm really from here, so I'm not a stranger here. And so since she asked me first, I thought, so what do you do? And she looked at me, she said, well, I'm married, and I don't mind confessing to you that I'm a kept woman. I said, now, she was laughing. I laughed with her, and I said, what does that mean? She said, well, I'm married, and I don't have to worry about anything. My husband takes care of everything. He takes care of the bills. He takes care of the mortgages. I just live and enjoy my life. And I said, well, now, that's great. Not everybody can enjoy that kind of life. And we said a few other things, and that was the end of the conversation. But I thought about it. What I really should have told that woman is, I'm a kept man, too. Because I'm in love with somebody that's been keeping me every day of my life. Keeping me from danger seen and unseen. Do I have a believer in here? He's been keeping a roof over my head. He's been keeping shoes on my feet. He's been keeping food on my table. Is there anybody here that knows you've been kept by the Lord? Shake somebody's hand and tell them, I'm a kept Christian. I'm a kept Christian. He keeps on proving himself over and over again. He keeps on blessing me over and over again. Shout yes! Shout yes! Shout yes! And do I have a believer in here that can say because he's keeping me, that's why I got joy. Joy bells ringing in my soul. Shout yes. Now shake somebody's hand and tell him he's all right. Shake it like a child of God and tell him he's all right. He's all right. He's all right. No, he's all right.